What's up everybody, it's me Sergio with Mobility Direct. In today's video, we're gonna unbox and assemble the highly anticipated golden Buzzaround Carry-On HD model GB220. Before we get into things, I do need to tell you about our free product catalog. If you want a copy, all you have to do is go to our website, mobilitydirect.com, click on the green button at the top of every page that says free catalog, fill out the simple short form that you're seeing on the screen now, and you'll get one in the mail within 1 to 2 weeks tops, or you could call the number below. Speak with one of our non-commissioned sales experts, give them your address over the phone, and they'll process the request for you. Keep in mind, folks, we're not just an online store. We have brick and mortar locations, so come on by, test drive one of these bad boys before you decide to purchase it. You're gonna love it. So this is the first time we're getting it. It just came out. We just got a few from the first batch. Should be fairly straightforward. And while I begin to cut the box open, I do want to tell you that we plan on having several videos showing you what this thing is made of. We're going to take it to the airport, take it on a cruise, take it off-road, take it on inclines, and really test this thing out. Now when you're cutting, be careful, don't cut straight down. You don't want to cut into the seat. I don't know how it's packaged, never opened one before, let's find out. All right, so I could see that the user manual kind of made its way out, almost completely out, but it's here, and that's really good because this is super important. As it says here, you want to read everything in the user manual. You have your serial number there as well, in case you need to keep that handy for warranty claims. Golden's great at providing excellent warranties. They also include a 1-year in-home repair contract as part of that warranty. So if you do have a warranty claim that's approved, you don't have to go anywhere. A technician gets dispatched to your home, and that's awesome. Great peace of mind. Look how well packaged this thing is. It's got a custom styrofoam packaging here. You got the all too familiar Golden Technologies safety visibility flag. We've got thousands of these in the back of our shop. Hey, some people love them, some people don't want them. We end up collecting them when people don't want them. So it looks like there's one big piece of styrofoam on top. There's a box with the charger here. You're gonna want to charge it right away. And we'll show you how to use the charger, but that's what that is. It's the charger. It's a 24-volt charger for the lithium battery. Don't ever use any other charger other than the charger it comes with. You also have your cup holder, your key, and a cane clip, all in this bag. We'll put that to the side for now. Looks like we also have blue body panels. So like the original GB220, which is the standard size, only capable of supporting 300 pounds, it's gonna come with red panels pre-installed with blue ones as an optional set of panels that you can use anytime. Here's the seat to your left, my right. You will notice, if you're familiar with the original Carry-On, the seat is much, much bigger. And honestly, I love that because most folding scooters, including the original GB220, have a very thin padding on the bottom part of the seat, and the backrest is a little bit lackluster. It's not that tall, but on this model, you've got a really nice premium stadium folding seat with armrests at no additional cost. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and there's really nothing to it. I mean, the scooter's pretty much fully assembled. The only thing I think you have to do is put the cup holder on and put the cane holder on if you want, and then put the seat on, which that's kind of part of the folding process. So there's really not much assembly required. So if you're wondering how I lifted this up, there is a yellow lever just like the standard version. And I will say that it's best to use your thumb, which is a lot stronger than your index finger. So if you use your thumb, it's gonna be easier. There is a lot of tension on this thing. It's kind of hard to push. But that's what you want. You want something sturdy and not flimsy. All right, so here we're gonna have to lift the seat platform up. There's these two little circle pull-out pin knobs thingies. Pull them out, lift up. That's the seat platform. All right, so at this point, it's pretty much ready to come out of the box. You may need a hand if you're not able to carry this. It is somewhat heavy. It's not the lightest scooter in the world, but the way it's designed allows you to tilt and roll it into the trunk of the car, which makes it super convenient for transportation, and we'll show you that on the screen. So we're gonna clean up the set here. Before I do, I wanna show you, you've got your collapsible folding basket down there and your armrests. So we'll take these out and we'll go ahead and get started with the assembly. Oh, wait up, hold up. Hold the front door. What's this? A spare battery? Yep, that's right. These are coming with 2 batteries right now. So you better buy it while it's hot, because I don't know if that's gonna last forever, but right now you're getting 2 batteries when you order the GB220, which is pretty awesome. All right, folks, so we cleaned up the set, and what I'm gonna do now is install the easiest thing to install, which is the basket first, okay? The basket's pretty clever. The way it's designed is it folds flat. So they have thought about everything when it comes to travel, right? If you're going on a cruise or an airplane, you don't have a lot of space, you want everything compact. Look, this front basket, there's a little clip at the bottom. Unclip it, pull forward, push down on the bottom, and now it's a full basket. And it hooks on so easy. There's just a little slit there, little assembly, and that is like a hook. So you kind of just line it up, drop it in, nothing to it. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install the fuse, okay? So they ship these things with the fuse not installed. That fuse is basically not gonna allow power to come from the battery to the controller everywhere else, so it's not gonna work. If we power it on right now, it's not gonna turn on. That's why there's this big sticker that says, stop! The scooter will not operate until the power fuse is installed. Number 1, remove the cover. That's this cover. Number 2, move the fuse as shown, and then reinstall the cover. All right, so let's see what they're talking about. There's these 2 little hand screws right here, one on each side of the cover. You don't need tools for this part. Here's the diagram that they were referring to when they said remove the fuse as shown, okay? So what you're gonna see is that there's 2 fuses here. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can grab either one, okay? I'm gonna grab the purple one, just because I like the color purple. And it's in there a little bit, you're gonna have to wiggle it out. So this is a standard 35 amp fuse. We're gonna plug it in to the fuse port right there. See that right there? You want to just put that in there and just line up the 2 teeth with the 2 holes, push it right in. Now it's in. You got a spare right there if you ever need it, if this fuse pops or breaks because you're overusing it, maybe going above the weight capacity or just getting hung up on a big steep hill that it's not good for. Anything that overheats it might pop that breaker to protect the controller and all the other electrical components from burning out. So we've got the fuse installed. Go ahead and reinstall that cover. And now your scooter will work if you turn on the scooter with the key and the ignition. All right, folks, so I've got the accessories. We've got a cup holder, a cane clip, and the keys, as well as a 3mm Allen key that comes with the scooter. I don't use this. I use a drill bit, which makes things a lot easier and faster, but you can technically use this. It's just gonna take a long time to screw on this cup holder and the cane holder. So if you have a drill bit that's an Allen key, and you have a drill, put it on a low torque setting like I'm about to do, and you'll save some time. All right, so you can put the cup holder on the left or the right side, doesn't matter. There's screws on the left side of the steering column right here, 2 of them, as well as on the other side. So you can choose to put the cup holder or the cane clip on either side. So I'm gonna put the cup holder on the left side. Got my drill bit, got it on a low torque setting. I'm gonna put it on 7. And I'm gonna remove the screws first. All right. Then I'm gonna grab my cup holder. You're gonna see that there's 2 holes where I'm pointing at with the drill bits, the top hole and then the bottom hole. You just wanna basically get your screws right through those holes and back into the holes that they came from. So I've got my top screw in, going right through the hole. I'm gonna line it up with the screw hole on the steering column. And I'm gonna do the same with the bottom screw, and we're done with the cup holder. That's it, pretty easy stuff. Now while I'm doing this and getting ready to put the cane clip holder on, I do wanna tell you that part of every sale goes towards funding our community donation program. That's right, folks, we like to give back, okay? We're not like any other ordinary dealer. Part of every sale goes towards our movement of helping people out that are in need. We give away mobility devices to people that are homeless, to people that are struggling, that can't afford a mobility scooter. A lot of the times they're getting around with a beat up wheelchair that's manual, or a cane or a walker holder. Some of them are homeless on the streets, and we change their lives for the better. We show up, we give them a free mobility scooter. We do it all the time. We have tons of videos showing you that. I'm gonna put a link to that video playlist at the end of the video, so stay tuned to the end if you wanna see that. And if you wanna be a part of that movement, consider shopping with us at Mobility Direct. We have non-commissioned sales experts. They're not pushy. They're just going to recommend something that fits your needs and, most importantly, your budget. Together we can make a difference, folks. One scooter, one wheelchair at a time. All right, so here is the cane clip holder. You have to kind of open it up to reveal the screw holes. There's 1, 2, lines up right there, just like the cup holder. I got the 2 screws already, and I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 screw on my drill bit. And this is actually better to use a drill bit because it's longer. That little Allen key, it's very difficult to put it all the way through there, and then you have to twist it. You barely have any room, especially with my big old fingers. This drill bit just makes it so much easier. So I highly recommend using a drill and a drill bit. All done. I could tell you, one of the things I don't like about the assembly, the only thing, is having to install these pieces without a drill bit. It can take like 15, 20 minutes just to do those 2 pieces. So I highly recommend getting that drill bit, folks. Again, it's a 3mm Allen key or hex bit, and you'll be good to go. All right, so last thing, just gotta put the seat on, and we're good to go. All right, so here's the seat. And a lot of people have been asking in the comment section, will this seat fit on the standard Buzzaround Carry-On? And if you stay tuned to the end, we're gonna test it out and see. We'll let you know. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Just like the original, there is a hole in the middle of the platform and a male connector on the bottom of the seat in the middle. You do need to hold that yellow lever in the upward position, so you'll have to press it in and then drop that male connector right into the hole on the post, or the platform rather. And then when you let go, it locks into place. The only way to remove the seat is to lift that lever up while picking the seat up. So you gotta hold that lever down and then let go, and it's locked into position. Now the seat has armrests at no additional cost, which is fantastic. Most other competing models, you have to pay for the armrests. And that's why the Buzzaround Carry-On has been our top seller. In order to install the armrest, you just basically need to line up the studs here on the seat assembly with the hole on the inside part of the armrest, right? So you wanna make sure you've got your right armrest, just line it up, and that's it. You can easily remove it by tilting it back and sliding it all the way out. Okay, so they are technically flip up armrests. So you can flip it up and out of the way to get in and out of the seat easier, and then put it back down when you're ready. And they're removable, so if you don't want them, you can easily take them out. Let's go ahead and put the other one on. All right, gonna go ahead and rotate the chair so you can get a better angle. Same thing. We're gonna have it tilted all the way back, slide it forward, and it's in. All right, so again, flip up armrest. I love it. Very sturdy, full-size folding seat. I love that about it. And let's go ahead and put the safety flag on. Safety first. It's a 2-part stick here. Just connect the bottom half to the top half. I'm only doing this for the video. Most people do not like it because when you're traveling and this thing is connected, it makes it difficult to put this in a vehicle, in a trunk, or in a cargo storage area of a plane, bus, train. So people choose not to travel with it. I don't blame them, but it is cool. Great way to brand Golden. We do have a separate video that shows you how to change the colored panels on the GB120. It's the same process with the GB220. So I'm not going to show you that now, but we do have a video for that if you want to change the panels out. There's just some screws that you need to go from underneath, and they screw right in. All right, folks, so I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of how the dash works, how the ignition works. I've got the key here. You actually get 2 keys. So you just wanna go ahead and get your key, put it in the ignition. There's a simple ignition, turns on and off. Give it a 1/4 of a turn clockwise. It's gonna turn on. You've got a really easy to read battery meter gauge here. These green lights will turn off one at a time, and then the yellow lights as you start to deplete the battery. You've got plenty of battery range here. On a full charge, you're gonna be able to go all day long, no problem. You do have a speed control knob with the tortoise and the hare. So if you wanna limit the top speed, go clockwise towards the tortoise. If you wanna increase the top speed, which is just short of 5 miles per hour. You can go all the way towards the hair. Here's your throttle lever on the right side. So I'm gonna give you a little demonstration of the throttle controls, which you actually only need one hand, even one finger to use. So if you pull back on the right throttle pad, it goes forward. If you push forward, it goes back. One-handed, you can control the forward and reverse. If you're left-handed, you can do the same thing. It's just inverted. So you're gonna push forward to go forward with your left, pull back to go back with your left hand. Pretty neat. And again, you do have the ability to tilt the tiller back and forth. As you're pulling that yellow lever on the right side, you can bring it closer to you, further away from you, depending on your body type and your needs, however you feel comfortable. I'm about 215 pounds, 6 foot tall, size 12 shoe, and I'm very, very comfortable. I love that the backrest is so high. Other folding scooters, I've taken them to Disney on a full day trip and my back starts to hurt because a lot of the folding scooters have a really low seat back, not this one. It's super comfortable. I could tell this is gonna be one of the most comfortable folding scooters on the market. Something else that we have on the tiller assembly is a light switch. Yes, it does have front and rear lights, just like the old Buzzaround Carry-On standard version. And there's a horn buzzer. It's actually a pretty loud horn. All right, so here's the charger. I took it out of the box. When you take it out of the box, you are gonna have a user manual. Make sure to read that, but it's a pretty straightforward process. You do need to charge it for 12 hours when you first take it out of the box. So here's the main charger, which comes with the charging cord that plugs into the scooter or the battery, and the wall outlet cable. So you'll just plug this into a wall outlet, but before you do that, you need to connect the wall outlet cable to the charger itself. So we'll go ahead and plug this in, and then there's a light on here that's gonna turn on, letting you know your charger is plugged into the wall. Right, so the charger is plugged in. You should be able to see that green light right there. That's just letting you know that your charger is plugged into the wall and it has power. Now you have two options here. The first option is you can plug it in right here. Underneath the dash, there's a little port for this receiver. Now when that's plugged in, the charger light turns red. That means it's charging. When it's fully charged, it'll turn green again. So make sure you leave it plugged in until that red light turns green. Now you do have another option as far as the charging port location. You have a charging port on the actual battery. So you can charge the battery while it's disconnected from the scooter. And that's super convenient. Let's say you're on a cruise. There's not a lot of room in your cabin. A lot of people leave their scooters right outside of their cabin door. You can bring your battery in, charge it in your cabin. Same thing at a hotel room. If you're at the top story or the top floor of a hotel and you just want to leave your scooter in the trunk of your car, you can bring your battery up to your hotel room and charge it this way. Super convenient. So by the way, you do have those two batteries that it comes with. So one battery is going to be the 12.5 amp hour high capacity battery. They're both TSA friendly. There is a little bit of a difference though. So the 12.5 amp hour battery, first of all, it's a little heavier. It's going to give you more range. This is the smaller battery. It's lighter, and you're going to use this mainly as like a backup, right? So if you go 2 full days, you might need to use the secondary backup. And what's cool about this one is it has a USB charging port. So actually, if you run out of cell phone power, like your battery on your cell phone dies on a Disney trip, which happens to me all the time, you can use this as a backup to charge your cell phone or any other USB powered devices. Pretty cool. Speaking of USB charging ports, something new about the GB220 model is it has 2 USB charging ports, a standard and a USB Type-C, which is nice because almost all cell phones now are using USB-C charging ports. Great job, Golden. All right, so one other thing that I love about the kickstand on the GB220, which is also available on the 120, is that it acts as not only a kickstand, but you could store your secondary battery there. So you don't have to worry about keeping this big battery in your backpack or on your basket, taking up space in your storage. You put it right here. And the way it works is you just kind of use this bungee cord to hold it, put a little pressure on it, and it just kind of sits right there. Perfect little convenient storage space for your secondary backup battery. You do also have a little pocket on the back of the seat. It might fit in there, but I'd recommend putting your charger in there. You do also have a little storage pouch in the back here where I keep the charger, so you're ready to go with all your essentials. All right, folks, well, we're just about done showing you everything you need to know about the unboxing and setup process. This is the Buzzaround Carry-On HD. This is the standard Buzzaround Carry-On. They're both almost identical, except that the HD version is just a little bit bulkier and a little bit more stout. The seat's bigger, the tires are bigger, a little bit more ground clearance, and of course that 400-pound weight capacity compared to the 300-pound weight capacity. So you can expect to get more if you're someone that's, say, 200 pounds or below. This thing is gonna perform like a champ going up hills, on grass, gravel, dirt, mulch. We're gonna test all of this out here and do a lot of filming, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you wanna see this thing being torture tested, which is what we're famous for. We also are known for giving you the honest truth, telling you what we don't like about certain models, because no model is perfect, let's be honest. Now, a lot of our channel subscribers have been asking and wondering, hey, can I get the seat assembly for the GB220, which is the heavy duty version, and put it on the standard version? Because some people say that the backrest isn't high enough or that the seat cushion's too thin for all day trips, and we're gonna test it out. Let's see. I don't recommend it either way because it might be something that'll void your warranty or not be safe, but let's just see if it's even possible. And I can tell you right now, it doesn't look like it. It looks like the clamp, no, it's not clamping in because the clamp is too far forward. You could tell the platform on the GB220 is it has more depth. It's longer from front to back. So it just doesn't have an area for it to clamp onto that lines up with the yellow lever in the clamping system. So unfortunately, folks, it does not work. But I know a lot of you were asking, and there you have it, folks. So we are gonna talk about the differences between both in a comparison video, but this was just an unboxing and assembly video, and I wanted to give you, some insights as to what to expect. If you're planning on ordering the GB220, the Buzzaround Carry-On HD, now you know. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to fold it or collapse it, if you will. I like to fold the backrest down first. There's a yellow lever underneath the front of the seat. Depress that lever, pick straight up. You have to depress that lever when taking the seat off and when putting it back on. What I like to do next is get the front basket off. It is collapsible. If you kick the bottom part out, it collapses and it folds flat. Pretty neat. I'm gonna put this here to the side. We're gonna pull out on the two discs here. These are little discs on each side of the foot on the seat platform, and then you could just fold it down. Now you wanna go ahead and remove your spare battery. You don't want it here in the storage position for the battery, because when you put this all the way down, it locks into place and it's not gonna swing from left to right. If it's not all the way down, then the steering column will swing and sway. You don't want that. So what you can also do, I don't really like doing this, but you can put the seats here. There's a little hole on the steering column, okay? And at this point, you can wheel this whole thing around like a rolling suitcase. The only thing you have to really do is put your basket somewhere, but it does fit in the pocket of the back of the seat. There's a little pocket. The battery you will have to take with you, put it in one of your bags, but it's pretty convenient. And without the seat, it's a lot smaller and more compact. And what I love about this model is that it has that kickstand. So let's say you're getting ready to roll it, put it in the trunk of your car, but you're getting a phone call. Wife's calling. I better take this. You can pause what you're doing and stand it up. It's just gonna stand up on its own. Pretty awesome. And I love the anti-tip wheels. I don't know if you see that, but the anti-tip wheels, they fold and collapse. Pretty genius. They have little springs right there. I don't know if you could see them. So those springs allow the anti-tip wheels to kind of unfold and fold as you're putting it up on its kickstand or putting it on its wheels. So pretty cool. To put it back together, just rinse and repeat in reverse. That's it. Very easy, very practical, extremely travel friendly. I love that it's so compact. I'm going on a cruise soon. I'm gonna take this unit and I know that it's gonna fit in the cabin just fine when it's folded flat. And that's kind of what this model's designed for. It's designed to be extremely cruise line friendly. So here we go, putting the front basket back on. It just hooks on. There's no bolts, latches, or screws. And then I'm just gonna put the battery back in the storage compartment. You wanna push down that kickstand and use the little elastic bungee here. Slide it all the way in, and that's where you store your spare battery. Pretty awesome stuff, right? So if you have any questions, folks, put them in the comment section below. I'll personally respond to them within 1 business day. And don't forget, claim a copy of your free product catalog if you want to learn more about our products and our company. Again, I'm Sergio with Mobility Direct. I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Until next time, have a great day.